Hey everyone, Andrew here, Melbourne Superman. So I've been sort of in the works with this one for a little while, which is why this video has taken so long to come out. Essentially right now today, I'm at the beginning of what I want to do, and I know that I'm going to not release this video for at least 30 to 40 days. So I thought what could be fun was going into the benefits of stretching. I'm going to document what stretching does for me in a month. So in terms of stretching, so there's a few different benefits I want to talk about before I get into the video. So number one, performance. So, with increased flexibility, with increased mobility, you're going to see an increased performance level. The second is blood flow. So blood flow will help you with recovery. Number three, increased range of motion, range of mobility. Number five, of course, flexibility. And then number six thing is pain relief. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those all to the test in terms of my specific scenario. So I've got a bad shoulder. I've had a surgery on the shoulder. I've dislocated it about 4 times. I've broken my shoulder a few times. So I'm going to see what that does for my shoulder pain. The second thing I'm going to be gauging this off of is my running. I'm going to see what it does for my running. And then third thing, I'm going to see what it does for my lifting in terms of my range of motion there, especially with something like squats. I'm going to see also what it helps me to do in the show that I'm in. So I'm currently involved in a production of Jersey Boys playing Tommy DeVito. Come see it. Geelong Lyric opens in October. And then number 5, I'm going to see how it affects my sleep. Mainly how I feel when I wake up, how I sleep through the night, how this shoulder treats me throughout the night. So shoulder, running, lifting, show, sleep. What I'm going to do is I'm going to base all of this off of P90X, the X stretch. That's one of the most comprehensive stretching videos that I've ever seen. Not that I know of a lot of them. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to pick out some choice exercises to see I'm going to gauge what my flexibility is in the beginning and what my flexibility is on day 30. So I'm very excited to see what happens. I hope I can stick to it. I think I can. So 30 days of stretching, here we go. So I've just found the first exercise that I think I'm going to gauge everything with. So we're going to go with the standing side stretch. I'm going to do feet together. There's 2 different ways you can do it. Feet together, feet apart. I'm going to do feet together to see where I go. So to the left, that's this way. Oh, like everything hurts, like everything's really hard. This is about as far as I can get. I don't even think I'm breaking the plane of my other. Let's see if I can back up so you can see my hands. Yeah, I'm not even getting past anything, and I can barely. Oh. Yeah, that's hard. That's really hard. Tony Horton makes weird noises. Oh, that's worse. I think that's worse. I can't even straighten my arm. That's nuts. Oh, it really hurts. That's killer on the shoulder too. Like I can feel that stretching. I can't even look at I can't turn my head that much either for that long. Okay, we're done. Okay, I found the next exercise. This one's called camel. This one seems crazy, but by the way, sorry about the mess, everybody. Aaron and I have just moved into our new place and we're still getting it all sorted, but isn't the art lovely? Some great stuff by Grange Wallace and Nicholas Scott and Sam's Studio. Some seriously awesome stuff. Obviously, the incomparable Will Cook got some edits up there. I just thought I'd give them some shout outs. But we've got ranging art from, obviously myself and Aaron in our cosplay. We've got Superman, we've got Spider-Man, we've got Aloy, from Horizon. We've got Zelda. We've got Link from Zelda, Darth Vader, bunch of stuff. Anyway, I'm stalling now because Camel's crazy. So good luck to us all. This is where I'm at on day 1. Cal is in the way, of course. He's doing downward dog.
Excuse me.
One way to do it right. Okay, I'm going to do it that way, I think. All right, so I'm going to go sideways so you can see. Okay, I'm going to get my hips forward. Don't get on the balls of the feet. So we want the flat feet. We don't want to do this. Good thing about Tony Horton is it gives you plenty of different ways to do it. So whether you're a beginner or flex king. What? What? Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're here. How do you get your feet? I can't get the. I'm like a foot away. Oh no, that's not okay. Okay, so the beginner way is to do it here and stay here. Okay. Oh, that's crazy. I don't like that. I don't even think I'm doing it right because I don't. Oh, I feel it in my quads, so I guess I am.
Good. Try to put the palms of your hands right on the bottom.
Breathe. You gotta breathe. Tip of the day. Breathe.
They come on, they bring their chin to their chest first. They place one hand at their lower back.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Good. Then the other hand.
Okay. Camel. Let's do back hero. I remember because I used to do P90X, so I kind of remember these. So I remember a lot of these stretches, and I remember not being very good at them. I mean, can you be bad at stretches? I guess. I mean, yeah, if you can, I am. But I don't know. It's not about being good or bad. It's about moving your body and stretching everything out so you can get that range of motion in. Jeez, I can't even sit on my knees without it cramping. I don't have a yoga mat. You should probably have one. I don't.
So the knees are wider than your hips.
The knees are wider than the hips. All right.
Personally, this one's tough for me. I can't go
Me too.
far. Phil and I are going to be right here.
Okay, so we gotta go down. I got my feet. I can do that. Oh, okay. Some people are like on their backs. You're supposed to go further than this. My feet are cramping. What? I can't go further than this. Okay. Oh. I can't do it. My feet are cramping. I can't go further than this anyway because everything hurts. No. 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 You're supposed to go further than that. These people are on the floor. Oh, I gotta get up. I can't even do that one. Oh, I can't even do that one because my feet are cramping. So I'm gonna like move on. So all right, that's back hero. Yeah, I feel like a hero. I'm so glad that I just did that and added that to the mix. I hope that gets better. And we're gonna go bow. So bow is crazy. I'm gonna close this. So bow. So you're basically on your stomach. Oh, I'm supposed to grab my feet. I couldn't do it when I was on my knees. How am I supposed to do it from down here?
3, 2, 1.
No. That's it. That's my bow. Oh God.
With the ankles.
I can't even lift my quads up off the floor.
Keep your eyes down. Look up.
No. Oh good.
11 seconds to do it.
Oh.
I thought we were doing downward dog. Ow, man.
All right, so we got hamstrings now. So I've never been very flexible in my hamstrings. So we're gonna see where I'm at today. So there's my foot. There. So that is left. Us is left. I'm gonna go left first. There's my foot. All right, so seated leg, single leg hamstring stretch. So we'll see where I'm at. I don't even know that I'm gonna be able to touch my toes, to be honest with you. So we're starting up here. Oh, that sucks. I don't like that. And we're going, oh no. Oh, already. Oh God. Oh, it's such a tight. And I'm getting cramps again. I'm getting cramps here and my hamstrings. I can't even reach my toes. That's so pathetic. And I'm getting cramps. Oh no. This sucks. I hate stretching. I do, but it's fine. I got my shin. Okay, so baseline, I got my shin. That's awful. 10 seconds left, I'm done. I sounded like young Marty McFly there. Or no. Marty McFly Jr., Back to the Future 2. Okay, we're going to the next foot. I'm like out of breath and it's stretching. Is that normal? I don't know. Oh, I'm getting a cramp just sitting here. What is that? I whine a lot when it comes to stretching, huh? Wow. A minute? We're going to hold this for a minute? Are you nuts? Okay. Oh, this side's definitely tighter. Oh. Oh no. You know, it's funny. It's not just like the hamstring that's tight. It's like the back, the lower back, the shoulders, like everything is kind of like preventing me from going any further. Like I can't even reach far enough. Like probably my hamstring, I'm at like a 6 or 7 out of 10. But like everything else is stopping me from going any more forward. Now this is the thing with stretching, you shouldn't go to the point where you're at like an 11 out of 10. It should be uncomfortable, but you shouldn't be too much in pain because you can tear something. But I can't, like nothing is, my upper body is not letting me do this. It's interesting, like my left side hamstring hurt more than my right side, but this side for my upper body is much tighter. Oh God, all right, that was fun. We're done there. 2 legs. Let's do this one real quick. Like I'm cramping already.
2-legged hamstring stretch.
No, that really hurts my hamstrings.
collapse forward, rocking the belly button.
That so hurts.
Reaching the crown.
What the hell? I can't even I can't hold it. I'm like, I don't like pain. I can't do it. No, we're gonna skip that one. We'll do that next time. Okay, so I feel embarrassed. So the next thing, these next two, these are just good indicators of flexibility anyway. Now these are not part of the P90X stretch. So I have paused it. I'm not quite done with the video yet, but I do know that these two exercises are not in this. But now that I've done some stretching, I'm gonna see where these two exercises take me. So one is just bending down and touching my toes. So we'll start there. Let's see. So now I've already warmed up my hamstrings. So here's downward dog right in front of me. There we go. So, all right. So feet, straight legs, feet together, touch toes. Oh, or touch knees. I feel like sitting was easier. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Okay, that's that. That was fun. That was great fun for the whole family. Good times had by all. All right, so the next one. Hey, buddy. So this next one is just a butterfly sort of pose. So butterfly, my feet are together like this. And I'm gonna see how far I can forward bend. Which is right here. This is great for the hip flexors and the groin. Can't get much further than that. And again, it's a good part of my upper body that's stopping me rather than my flexibility. So it's really interesting that. All right, there's that. I'll see you at the end of this first session of P90X. Okay. So I just finished my first day of stretching. I don't know in terms of consistency where I'll fall in terms of what time I do this, but it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. That kicked my butt. I didn't like that. That wasn't great. But things that I'm feeling right now, I do feel after that first session, I feel good. Like my mood feels elevated. I feel not happy. I just feel like accomplished. I feel accomplished. Much more accomplished than, say, if I put away my laundry, which I'll probably not do, because what are you doing down there? Are you embarrassed for me? Are you embarrassed for me because I'm so not good at downward dog? Are you bored with me?
That was pathetic and you kicked me in the head.
So yeah, I feel good. I feel accomplished. I don't know if I feel loose. I feel like things hurt that I didn't think would hurt. Not like hurt like injury hurt, but hurt like, wow, that hasn't moved in a long time. Because as a runner, yeah, it's just, yeah, there's a lot of stiffness all over the place, especially lifting too. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll do a couple more of these videos in terms of the big reveal at the end, see if I've gotten any more flexible, and we'll go from there. But yeah, that's day one in the books. See you next time. All right, well, about 2 weeks into the stretching. I've been doing really well, 5 to 6 days a week. What I didn't mention at the beginning of the video is that I had just come off a week of no running, 10 days of no running, because I was feeling really tired, burnt out. Things just weren't clicking. So my coach, Kirk DeWint, recommended that I take a week and a half off, and I did. I'm now back into running, second week in, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the stretching, but it's a big coincidence. I'm feeling really good when I run. I'm sure the time off helped, but in the middle of a workout, a speed workout, I just PB'd or PR'd my mile. I finally broke a 6-minute mile and I hit 5:52. That's a 14-second PB for me. My PB before that was 6:06. So, like I said, I don't know if it has anything to do with the stretching, but I feel like that's something worth noting. Anyway, I'll do some more stretching tonight. And I'll film some more sessions for you. I'm getting a little bit more flexible. I'm really enjoying the process. Let's see how we go.
All right, we're back with P90X. Now I got my microphone on. I thought I might actually do that so you hear more of me than of Tony, and so that I don't have to sort of yell for you to hear me across the room. So This is our first gauge, standing side stretch. So I think we all remember what happened on day one. Wasn't pretty. Wasn't pretty. Here we go. Interesting observations that I've made so far, though. There are some days where I definitely feel much more flexible. Oh, there's the fan. Than I do other days. And there are some days where I feel like I'm in a worse place than I was. But this is feeling pretty I mean, this one doesn't, this is one of those stretches that doesn't ever feel great, but you can push it a little bit further each time, and I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like I'm getting there. Um, I don't love stretching. There are days where I wake up and I'm like, oh, I wonder how far I can stretch today. But I will not lie, I still think stretching sucks. As in, it's not fun to do. I don't like doing it, but I'm really seeing some awesome benefits from it, like I've already spoken about. All right. That's good. That's a good one. Off to the other side. So at least I think now, at least I'm able to break the plane of my the other side of my body. I feel like I'm definitely getting much further than I did on day one, but it feels just as bad. See, that's the thing. It's like you get further, but it still feels as hard as it did when you weren't getting as further. It's just you're not. It's not easier. You're just working to a further outside of your comfort zone because you're able to do that. So it never gets easier. You just get stronger, is the old cliche. All right. Next gauge point. All right, here's the next one. We're going into camel. This one was crazy. I remember. I think you have to be really flexible to do this one, but I'm at least now able to get a little bit further than I was on day one, of course. So there's two ways that we can do it. So there's this way, which I think is where I was on day one, or you're here, which is still working a hell of a lot. You're feeling it in your core, your lower back, your quads. But now I'm a little bit more able to get a little bit further. So instead of just staying here, I'm gonna get the tops of my heels. And there we go. So now at least I'm able to touch my heels. I can put my neck back. It's still again uncomfortable. Got to come out of it every now and then because it is a hell of a stretch. Ugh. Still can't hold it the whole time because it gets a bit unbearable, but at least we're getting somewhere. Okay, so this next one, back hero. Back hero is crazy. It is crazy. I still am. It's very hard to do this one. I still can't get my back onto the ground, but I'm certainly able to get a little bit further than I was. And I get a little bit further every day. And the thing about it is, the breathing is so important because as you exhale, the muscles release and you can just push a little bit further. You don't want to push too far. I've already had a bit of an incident on one day, so I've been doing a few different types of stretching, not just P90X. But on one of the ones we were doing like a forward straddle, and I kind of pulled the hamstring. So it didn't stop me from stretching, but it hurt. So it is possible to pull things when you stretch. All right, so back hero. So I think, all right, a little bit further than hip width. There we go. So I'm able to get further than I was. I'm still not able to hit the deck. But I think my goal is to be able to rest on my forearms and my elbows a little bit more easily. Hear that breath. Whew. All right. That's back hero. Okay, we're back to bow. The bow starts on the stomach. Now I can grab my feet now, which is exciting, but I can't necessarily go too far or hold it for too long. But at least I can get my foot. Oh, and that's something. And that's about as much as I can do. I can't really get my quads off the ground yet, and I certainly can't get my chest off the ground. But at least I'm able to grab my feet, so that's kind of cool. All right, that's Bo. I think the first day I was like barely able to get here, like, but I don't even feel anything now. And it's funny because my upper body is a little bit more flexible, so it's helping me get further, not just the hamstring. So now I'm not quite at my toes yet, but I'm at my ankles. Well, you can't really see that. There we go. So I can't quite get my toe. A little bit out of reach, but I got my ankles. And I'm finding that there is definitely a side that I'm more tight on. So it's my right side for me. So my right side is really, really tight, much tighter than my left. By the time I get to the end of the stretch, I'm able to get my toe because I loosen up through it, but I can't really start there. It's hard to start there, but I've got my toe by the time I'm halfway done. But I haven't been able to get much further. Like I certainly can't reach around my foot. Now my right side is much tighter. Like this is, I'm not getting those cramps that I used to get all the time. I mean, I still sometimes get like cramps right in here, right in that TFL hip area, when I do anything with straight legs, which I'm not sure how to get rid of, but I can say that it is happening less and less. So here we go on the right side, much tighter this side, so I can get a little bit. I can't quite get to my ankle, almost. And again, the upper body here is still really tight. But again, if I breathe through it, by the time I'm about 10-15 seconds in, I can get to that ankle. I can't quite get to the foot until I'm a little bit further along, but I can get there. All right, two-legged stretch is still hard. It's still a toughie. But we're going to try it. Again, this one, I'm much further than I was, and I can get down to my ankles, but I can't, like, wrap my hands around my feet or anything. But that's so much easier getting down that far than it was. And if I just keep breathing, and I'm already, like, even look, I'm already at my toes, like, because I'm already loosened up from doing the rest of the video. It's still not crazy there, but we're getting there. Okay, so now I'm just going to go to those other tests that aren't in this video. So I'm going to start with the butterfly forward fold. So I think the first day I did this, I was right about here. I'm able to get much further down now, probably about double, 50% more. I would love to be able to touch my chest to my toes at some point. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's where I am here. And that's pretty comfortable. And the longer I hold it, I can pull it just a little bit more. So that's coming along. And then the straight legs, standing stretch, so just forward bend. I'm able to now touch my toes. I can't get much further than that, but I'm able to touch my toes now, and that's pretty consistent. Um, so yeah, we're making some good progress. See what happens. So we're halfway. In about 2 weeks and a bit, we'll be at the 30-day mark. I'm very excited to see what happens there. All right, here we go. Standing side stretch. I'm still going to hit the fan. Left hand down. I'm going to hit the fan. Now, interestingly enough, I found that. Can we still see me? Yes. This is improving. I can turn my neck a little bit further back. I found that I've improved more in my lower body than my upper body, which we'll see a little bit later. But my feet are still together. It is still an uncomfortable stretch, but it is effective. I tell you what, I really feel that in my lower back afterward. I don't know if it's in a good way or not, but Okay. Still awkward. I do have a tighter side. I think my right side is my tighter side, and this feels like my left side's my tighter side. I always forget to breathe. Oh, yeah. Oh. But every time I do, I try to go a little bit further. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's a mistake. Excuse me, Patty. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, the good boy. Oh, the good boy. Oh, good boy. Okay. Getting back into camel. All right. Cal's always in the way, as per normal. You can probably see in the background here my guitar. It's a little bit of a hint to my next potential 30-day challenge if I decide to do more of these. So we remember how this one went. Cal, you're like right in the way, dude. They can't see the tops of my head, and they want to see that. Okay. So here we go. Camel. Got the feet. Got the foot. Got the feet. All right. Huh. Pretty good. Still hard to talk down here. Arch it up a bit. Okay, still got to bring the neck up a little every now and then. All right. Ooh. Camel. All right. Gonna go into back hero now. Let's see where I get to. Knees wider than hip width apart. And we're going down. We're hitting the deck. Yep. On my elbows. And my forearms, rather. Still can't. I probably could go to my lower back, but. Sorry, my back. Just flat on my back. I'd be afraid to right now just because I think I'd get stuck and I'd die there. I wouldn't be able to get out of it. I'd need somebody here to help me. Well, this is much better. You can really feel the stretch now, what it's supposed to be doing. Back, quads, neck, shoulders, a little bit of everything. So that's back hero. All right, we're heading back into bow. So the other good thing about back hero is it really stretches out your feet too. Good thing. All right, on our stomachs here. Okay. Still uncomfortable, but there's comfort in discomfort. There we go. Everything's up off the ground now. I don't know if you can see that, but my chest is well up off the ground. My quads are up off the ground. Really good for strengthening the lower back as well. You're in my way. And that's bow. All right, we're into our single leg hamstring stretch. So we'll start out with the left foot. So the left leg, I think I'm much less tight. My right leg, I'm much tighter. All right, so we're going up and over. Oh, yeah. Look at that. We got toe contact. We've got side of the foot contact. Sorry, I'm yelling. But now I'm able to wrap my hands around my foot. Pretty soon I'll need a yoga block to get further. Further, farther, faster, harder. I still do feel a big pull on my right side as I bend down, because that just means that my upper body needs to be a little bit more flexible for this one. But look at that. Look at that. Working our way up and down the foot, down to the heel. That's nice. Everything's nice. I think the first day I could barely get here. And now I'm just like, whatever, dude. Johnny Flex a lot. It's my stage name. All right, right side. Here we go. I've got toe. But again, this is much tighter. This is a much tighter side. I got to work it a little bit hard. And it's funny because my foot turns in such a weird way. Like it's much less squared to me. So I've got to actually pull the outside of the foot to be able to reach around to the side. Whoo! So I'm just going to stay here and get the benefits of the stretch. So at least I've got toe grab. And I'll slowly start to work my way down to the side, but this is where we're at now, and that's fine. I'm good with that. So you can't really tell, but my feet, my right foot turns this way while my left foot is still kind of, it's not that extreme, but that's why it's hard for me to grab this side of the foot. So it's interesting, and it does affect me when I run as well, which is why I used to have so many problems with my IT band, but you know, I've gone to figure that out, and so it doesn't. So now we're going forward. Ah, we got both feet. Like I can probably go further on my left than my right. But we got it. We got the sides of the feet. Yeah. Oh yeah. A little bit too much. I don't want to go too much. And that's the straight leg hamstring stretch. Ooh. All right, so the other one that I wanted to do, we're going to get into that butterfly fold. Yeah, we're going to get into that butterfly fold. Now, this one, I haven't been able to touch my chest and my feet yet, but maybe one day. But we're down, we're down, we're down, we're down. Oh, yeah. So that's much further than it was in the beginning as well. I'm probably a good foot away from my feet. Foot away from the feet. Feet away from the feet? Feet away from the foot. Foot away from the feet. But I'm still able to get down. I can really feel that in the groin, the hip flexors. But certainly the flexibility has improved. So that's that one. All right, and so the classic, touch your toes from a standing position. See where we're at. So I think you can see my feet. Hey, buddy. So, all right. I think the first day I was able to get to right around here. But today, I got floor. I'm on the floor. My fingers are bent. I can go back and forth. So I'm right down on the floor. And I can put some pressure on the floor so I can go a little bit further. Probably in a couple weeks I'll be able to get my palms on the floor, maybe. If I keep consistent, which I think I will. So overall, this was a really fascinating journey. So, in terms of flexibility, I think I have a lot more freedom of movement. The areas that I was looking at, they all, I mean, they all improved in certain ways. Like, for example, with sleep, like I said, I have been feeling pretty rested when I wake up and ready to go. I have been sick for the last couple weeks, so that's not great. So it's kind of hard to gauge it, but I know that sometimes getting sick has kicked my butt a little bit harder than it has in the past. Don't know. I'm still able to sleep on my left side with no pain, which is really awesome. In terms of lifting, not necessarily have my sort of metrics gone up in terms of weights and how heavy I'm lifting, but certainly the range of motion has increased like a lot, which is going to give me more benefit than increasing the weight right away. So for example, my squats, they feel a lot better. I'm taking a lot of the pressure off my lower back, which is great, which is going to give me more benefit. My running, the past couple weeks I've had some really great workouts. I did PR my mile. I am recovering better. I feel like I have more freedom of motion. When I do my strides at the end of my workouts, some of my easy runs I put strides at the end of, and those are basically just 15-second sprints with 30 seconds rest. I was able to get to a sub 4-minute mile pace for that, and sub 5-minute mile pace, a sub 5-minute mile pace for my strides, which is crazy. I've never done that before, so that's about a 2-something kilometer pace. It's obviously not sustainable, but the fact that I was able to do it and I haven't been able to do it before lets me know that I am moving more efficiently, and of course, running is helping, obviously. And yeah, so I'm really happy with that. Flexibility, great. I do feel that I have much more improvement in terms of flexibility in my lower body than my upper body, but the upper body is improving. But it's funny. The first couple weeks, there's a big improvement, and then the improvement started to slow down, but it's still coming. So that's the thing with anything, is when you start something, you're going to see big improvements in the beginning, and then they'll start to slow down. But if you stay consistent, you'll still see the improvements, but it's kind of like if you're dropping your body fat. It takes a lot less time to go from, say, 20% to 15% than it does to 15% to 14% to 13%. It starts to slow down because it gets harder. But yeah, so this has been a lot of fun. I might do more of these 30-day challenges, but really, really enjoyed that. I'm going to definitely keep stretching in my routine, 5 to 6 days a week, 15 to 30 minutes a day. Maybe I'll stick with P90X. There were a couple of other stretching videos that I did use, which I'll link to in the video so you can check them out. But thanks so much for watching. That's been my 30-day flexibility and stretching challenge. We'll catch you next time.